Well, good afternoon, good evening, everybody out there tuning in. This is the Statkun Report, Liberty Revealed. And tonight, sitting in the studio, September 14th, 2024, I'm pretty excited because we just got back from a small Trump rally that was held today by Street Track and Trail out of Meadville, Conneaut Lake. Local legend Brian Shank led a group of about 50 people down to Street Track and Trail this morning, where we met up with the main group. And I got to tell you, friends, when there's a Trump rally, anything, it's never small. There was a lot of people there. There was a lot of friendly people there, some old faces too. Some old friends I bumped into. But it was really just great to see the community coming together. There's local police officers there showing support, holding traffic for us. Huge shout out to them. Also, huge shout out to the fire police along the Trump train rally run route for, kind of make it a safe path for us to get through there. So huge shout out to you guys as well. But that rally, it was a really fun time. I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. I thought we were just going to meet up. There's going to be like 30 to 50 people. We were going to ride this route and have some fun. No, I mean, that's what we did, obviously. But I met up with about 50 people in Erie. And when we got down there to Conneaut Lake, there was probably 200-300 more people down there. There was vendors set up. It was awesome. There was a Mennonite Amish people set up with a freaking donut van. That was pretty cool. Thank you, Travis, for getting me a donut. It was like this big around. It was huge. I got the maple glazed one. Best donut I ever had in my whole freaking life. And they had Trump tents set up. And they had Trump merch. I got this Trump shirt. It says "You missed." I've been seeing this actually online, and when I saw it down there locally made, I was like, heck yeah, I gotta get that. So I got this merch here. We had a good time. When we departed, I want to say there was probably, I was 17th motorcycle back from the leader, the pace car, right? And I looked in my mirror and I tried to count the helmets and the headlights, as I go back. I want to say there was probably close to 50 of us on bikes. Well, after that, it was just trucks and cars and, just flags flying. And the whole route that we went, there was people in their yards, fists raised in the air. There was people giving us thumbs up. There was just nothing but freaking love and support from the whole community in Crawford County, in those small communities, nothing but love and support for Donald Trump. And, people, I think, have reached a point where they just want their dang country back. We just want our freedoms back. We're tired of being told what to do and being taxed to no end. So I think people are really coming together. You're seeing it a lot more, especially the closer we get to this election, which is absolutely bananas. Also, exciting news, while at this event, I signed up to be a poll watcher in my local community. So I'm gonna be doing a training course on that. Pretty excited. It's the first time I'm ever doing anything like this, but we need to get involved, and whatever that may be, there's a lot of people going around trying to get people to register to vote. That's good to do. Ask everybody you meet, hey, are you registered to vote? That's one way of getting involved. Poll watching is another. We need poll watchers out there. If you're interested, message me and I'll get you in contact with the RNC lady that's in the area for this area for assigning them. And she'll get you trained and everything. I'm going to be doing that training hopefully this week. But we got to get involved. We cannot let them steal this election. I mean, that is the most important thing to take away from this video today is, we have to be involved. We cannot just simply cast our vote and think, well, that's it. That's all I'm doing. No, it's time to get off the bum and do something, So back to the rally, though. Great time. Met a lot of awesome people. Got some cool merch. We all sang the national anthem proudly. We said the Pledge of Allegiance proudly. It was awesome. You know, it was awesome to see local pastor lead the group in prayer for safety and stuff. You know, so every aspect of the rally was just awesome, you know, and it's the complete opposite of the radical other side, whatever you want to call that. You know, the radical other side is about dividing people. You know, it's about getting people to fight. You know, Trump supporters don't want people to fight. We want people to get along. You know, we want to find, you know, we love everybody that's American, you know, and this other side is just trying to tell, you know, the country that Trump supporters are racist and, you know, Trump is racist, and that is the most freaking ridiculous thing I ever heard in my entire life. They are bending the population's mind to divide itself, basically. But yeah, so the rally was awesome. I do want to talk about, I forgot to take the notes. I got my pen anyways, though, just in case I start doing that. I do want to talk about Trump's latest proposal that he just did at the Arizona rally the other day. No tax on overtime. That's huge. Okay, no tax on overtime. Now, I don't work overtime unless you know, I do work overtime sometimes, but not as much as I used to. But I'll tell you what, man, I have put the hours in working overtime over the years. And when you're working overtime, you need the money. And there's a lot of people out there that need the money, and they're losing time with their families. You know, they're losing time doing the things they want to do because they're trying to make ends meet. And I remember working, you know, 60, 70 hours a week sometimes. And, you know, that's good for manufacturing. That's good and a lot of people want to work overtime. Can't blame people for wanting to make more money, you know. But no tax on overtime is going to help people out. And that's huge. And I love that proposal by Trump. I think it's just absolutely massive. You know, it gives these hard-working Americans a break. And that's what people need right now is a freaking break, you know. People are struggling, trying to make freaking ends meet. They're stealing our money. You know, it's so freaking annoying. It's like, you know, last year when they had those fires in Hawaii, government's pissing around trying to pass something to get some relief to these Hawaiians that just had their entire freaking island basically burned down under questionable circumstances. And they finally get their asses around to passing something. And what do they get? They get $700. I don't have the exact number. The exact number for them was $700. I don't have the exact number at the package that was passed for. But 90% of that money that they finally got around to agreeing to pass went to freaking Ukraine to fund war. And our own dang people got a $700 check. And their property seized by millionaires. It's a disgrace, you know what I mean? That's just one of the many things. And it's crazy, man. So people, you know, if Trump wins, this is going to be massive for everybody. This is going to be absolutely massive to not have any freaking tax whatsoever on overtime. And I'll be willing to go so far as to bet that in the 4 years that Trump's president, I wouldn't be surprised if you see him try to abolish the income tax, because the income tax is unconstitutional. It's robbery. It's freaking highway robbery, income tax. Get rid of it. It's unconstitutional and it's a burden on the American people, and it's theft. Taxation is theft. If you want to get to the bottom line here tonight, friends, that's the bottom line. Taxation without representation is theft. And yeah, it's going to be exciting when he does that. So moving on, you know, it's been a while since I've done this show. A lot has been going on every day. I can't stay engaged every day with the news. I got to take a mental break here and there. Also, I have my own life going on, just like everybody else, you know. I preach about getting involved, and that's important to do, but you also got to make time for yourself and take care of the things around your home that you need to take care of, your castle, whatever the case may be, your family. And so I've been busy redoing the bathroom, working, obviously, a 40-hour a week job. But this debate that happened, there was a lot of talk around that. I caught like the first 45 minutes of it. I watched it, and I was going into it. Honestly, a few weeks ago, I was saying to myself, are they even going to have a debate, you know? Well, they did have the debate, and truthfully, Kamala Harris came out okay. She memorized the lines good enough. She was able to kind of hold herself together, and everybody's like, okay, oh, Trump lost, Trump lost. Well, you know, I don't think he did. I think he won it, first off. And I'm not just saying that because I'm biased, Trump supporter here. I'm saying he won it because who do you know that's voted for Trump or that's planning on voting for Trump that changed? How many Trump supporters out there do you think actually said, you know what, I'm not voting for Trump anymore, I'm voting for Kamala? If you're like me and you think the answer is 0, then that's not a loss at all. I mean, you don't win an election by winning a debate, first off. You win an election by winning the numbers, and the numbers are there. And these fake poll numbers about, oh, Kamala Harris this and Kamala Harris that, I don't buy any of it. You know, you see a few signs around here, and they say 30% is the a number that you're going to have where people are brainwashed, and there's no chance of waking them up. There's no chance of, you know, them, even if the truth slapped them right in the freaking face, they wouldn't wake up. So 30%, that seems about right, honestly. But the most important thing is we need this election integrity, because we know that if there's election integrity, Trump will win this election, hands down. Did you guys see that clip of Kamala Harris's interview with her first interview post-debate? This was like 2 or 3 days ago, I think. Now, if you haven't seen it, check this out. This is embarrassing. She's asked a direct question, and she gives basically the same exact answer that she gave at the debate, a rehearsed, memorized answer, and it makes absolutely no sense. Check this out.
We talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people. What are 1 or 2 specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother raised my sister and me. She worked very hard. She was able to finally save up enough money to buy our first house when I was a teenager. I grew up in a community of hardworking people, you know, construction workers and nurses and teachers, and I try to explain to some people who may not have had the same experience, you know, but a lot of people will relate to this. You know, I grew up in a neighborhood of folks who were very proud of their lawn, you know, and I was raised to believe and to know that all people deserve dignity, and that we as Americans have a beautiful character. You know, we have ambitions and aspirations and dreams, but not everyone necessarily has access to the resources that can help them fuel those dreams and ambitions. So when I talk about building an opportunity economy, it is very much with the mind of investing in the ambitions and aspirations and the incredible work ethic of the American people, and creating opportunity for people, for example, to start a small business.
So, you know, if you see that clip from an interview, can you seriously watch that and think to yourself, you know, wow, that's a good plan, you know? Or, man, that's really going to help families in the middle class. That's going to help everyday Americans. No. It's an embarrassment. It's an absolutely embarrassment. She's the most unpopular vice president of all vice presidents in the history of America. And now all of a sudden she's going to be the most popular pick of all time. It's ludicrous. It's insane, you know. So I saw that though and I laughed. I was like, this is ridiculous. So I don't know, unbelievable. It's crazy what's going on. But I had to show you guys that. You guys had to see that. If you want the up-to-date, if you want the good stuff, honestly, friends, you got to be on X. X is literally the last free speech platform on the internet. Everything else is censored. You know, TikTok is run by the communists, the Chinese. You know, Facebook is owned by Zuckerberg, who, even though he just came out and said that he regrets hiding information misinformation around COVID-19 and working with the Biden administration to cover up truth. That doesn't redeem him. There's still, they're still censoring the crap out of conservative media. Instagram, obviously owned by Facebook, also heavy censoring. You got Rumble, though. Rumble's good. Rumble's good. Rumble is the conservative YouTube, and a lot of good shows are moving to there. So you got Rumble and you got X. Those are the two true free speech platforms right now, and Truth Social, obviously. So if you want some good news, go there and find that. That's where I get a lot of my news. That's where you're ahead of the actual news cycle by like a week and a half. So that's what I got for you tonight, though, friends. This was fun. I had a lot of fun today. Again, a huge shout out to Brian Shank of the 814 Patriot Group for organizing this Erie group to meet up with the Conneaut Lake group. That was great. Huge shout out to Brian Lepley of Conneaut Lake's Street Track and Trail event. I didn't go. I actually broke off from the route. I didn't go back, but I guess Jake Banta, who's running, I think for Senate, was down there playing in his band, and there was a whole after party, I guess. I missed that because I thought we had some other plans going on this afternoon. What I did attend of it was awesome, so thank you everybody out there, and it was good meeting all of you. Until next time, God bless America. I will see you. God bless America, God bless the USA, and God bless Donald Trump. Donald Trump, let's go.